We're really glad that you do rants, and this is a channel that'll never ever end. Rogue Kenobi for, coming up with that little parody of that song to this channel. I have been half tempted lately to literally, make like a new intro graphic for me with that as the background and me saying that addition you came up with. We're really glad that you do rants, and this is a channel that'll never ever end. Because guys, what's going on? It's late. This is the Club of the Man 1993. I'm here live for a very lazy and don't give a shit live review of Monday Night Raw. The June 3rd, 2019 edition of Raw took place in Austin, Texas, about 3 hours where my sister lives. And it was a go-home show for Super Showdown. It takes place this Friday, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, WWE Network. And guess who's not watching? This guy. And of course, what else you want to know is I missed this first hour of Raw. I caught the highlights, and I was still bored. Just once again, another week of hot garbage. So much so that I wanted to just go over the results. This is not even going to be a review, except for something I'm really, really going to rant on. Really going to rant on. And that was the biggest hype for this show. I'll get into that, of course, I have. Everything else is going to be like, okay, this happened. Okay, this happened. Because this point, who cares anymore? Who absolutely cares? I'm dead serious. Since WrestleMania 35, since the Raw after WrestleMania, my fandom for WWE, main roster product, has just doomed. Whether it's, because, AEW's kicking ass, NXT's kicking ass, or the freaking wild card rule, or these freaking glorified house shows that they're literally taking time to dedicate their whole shows towards events like this. There's just nothing for blood money. I remember, I think it was 2015, when Brock Lesnar was a hot attraction. It's an attraction, people. Dean Ambrose and Nia Jax was an attraction to Vince McMahon, when it was really just a way for him to start burying Dean Ambrose. Yes, of course, I am going to be making those references quite a bit now, thanks to that Moxley podcast on Talking Share. If you have not seen it yet, check it out. And I did have to fix the link in the description box, because the link I gave at first, on the live stream last week, did not work. But anyways, my thing about these little glorified house shows, yes, you can have them, but you can't make such a big hype for them if they're not going to be anything better than just a glorified house show. I remember in 2015, there was like a special live event at Madison Square Garden. It wasn't broadcasted live, but I remember that the only match I remember they kept advertising was Brock Lesnar and The Big Show, which at the time, again, Brock Lesnar was a hot act. So people were actually kind of looking forward to that match at the Madison Square Garden event. But they did base the whole damn show of Raw, SmackDown, whatever heck they were, around that glorified house show. If you want to do these shows, whatever. I'm not going to watch them because they're blood money. But you can't have your weekly show just focus solely on that. You have a pay-per-view coming up in 2.5 weeks? Stomping Grounds or Stupid Grounds. That honestly, I don't get too much shit for it, because there's only one match made so far, and it's a match I just don't get why it's happening. Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. I don't know, maybe after the Super Showdown shit, maybe we'll finally get some shows that are at least somewhat bearable to watch. Because honestly, I can't stop giving these shows Fs. Actually, I was close to making this one just like a D- or a D. But there's something that happened on this show that just really irked me, which is why I'm actually going to ramp. Everything else is going to be like, why the fuck do I even talk about this? Live chat. Let's see here. The show is balls. No AG on the show. Yeah. Well, again, AJ apparently has been dealing with an injury, apparently. The muscle man dance. Oh, gosh. Austin 316, see, this show sucks balls. Yes, it does. He's watched the Ronda special on the network. I did not get to watch it, but I will definitely check it out when I get the chance. Oh, boy. The rumors of Brock cashing in on Kofi at Super Showdown. You know, that's what I'm starting to worry about now after what happened tonight, which makes no sense again, but of course get to that. Seth got absolutely destroyed today, and Vince fears AEW. Well, if he feared AEW, then how come he's not putting on good shows and actually showing he gives a shit? To me, I think he just doesn't care. He just does not care, and he's just going to let this company die with him since he's in the other chance. 24/7 title is funny as hell. Tyler thinks super shit down, that's for sure. Thank you for sending a lot of chat, guys. But literally, I don't even. Usually for these reviews, I pull up notes from from Cage Side Seats. But tonight, just Smart Out. Literally just reading off just bullet points of what happened on this show and just talking about that. I'm not gonna be up here that long. This is gonna be a quick review, but I will be ranting again on one thing specifically. One of the biggest hypes going to the show. Obviously, I knew it was gonna be just to draw a rating because WWE once again is desperate. The show opens up with who else? Roman Reigns. Because Roman Reigns has to be on both Raw and SmackDown, even though to me, it makes no goddamn sense. Shane McMahon comes out who cuts this whole shit promo last week about this whole thing of, Samoans don't respect McMahons. That made absolutely no sense. It was just hot garbage and made me completely lose all interest in this feud as a whole. He comes out again to say how he's going to, I'm going to choke out Roman Reigns and make him tap. He's going to be bulging his eyes out. And Roman's like, Shane, shut up. He goes, it's not going to happen. If you do try to put me in that triangle hole, I'm going to boom you through the mat. And then at Stomping Grounds, I'm going to take out Drew McIntyre. So we're having a match with Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. It's at Stomping Grounds. It's going to be exactly what it was like with Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe last year. A pointless match that Roman's just going to win. Because why are we having this match again if Roman already beat Drew at WrestleMania? He's beaten him in almost every tag match they've had. So why are we having their match between these two when they're on separate brands? And the thing that drives me even more nuts about this wild card rule once again is if the McMahons are in charge of these shows, like Shane's in charge of the show, why does he just stop Roman from showing up on the other brand? Deal with him on SmackDown. There's so much stuff happening on Raw that doesn't need to be happening on Raw. It should be happening on SmackDown. There's stuff on SmackDown that should be happening on Raw. But what do I know? What in God's name do I know? And also, you notice Sami Zayn was not there tonight? Yeah, was that maybe because he said AEW? Well, you know what? Good. If he's going to get fired, he'll go to AEW. He'll show Vince McMahon he ruined him big time. Big time! Anyways, we have a 6-man tag match with Roman Reigns and the Usos taking on Drew McIntyre and the Revival. The heels win. Of course, they can't pin Roman Reigns. They had to pin one of the Usos. Afterwards, they beat down on Roman Reigns. Shane just mugs Roman going, "Whoa!" and tries to do a spear that didn't even look that it looked weak as hell on Roman. And that's how we'll go off with that. Shane's being Roman on Friday. That's all I know. I don't care. We have a Miz TV segment talking about, we're showing the arrival backstage during this of Mr. Money in the Bank, Mr. Boomboxer. Apparently this weekend, here's where I'm going to rant. Well, start my rant. Finish it later on. Over the weekend, WWE posts a video of Stephanie McMahon stating that Brock Lesnar disrespects the briefcase. Brock Lesnar, changed the layout of the briefcase. He teased the cash in and didn't do it. He's disrespecting the champion. He's disrespecting this. We're going to have the McMahons and executives deal with this. First off, yes, Brock having the briefcase is a lose situation because no matter what happens, it's not going to make a damn difference. because no one's going to be happy. You've either wasted the briefcase or you're just making a champion look terrible by just having Brock take it off them once again when he doesn't freaking need another title run. That's just going to completely water down the product again. Worse than it already is right now, in my opinion. Second off, what did Brock do that's so bad that executives have to get involved? Damian Sandow changed the design of the briefcase when he got in 2013. Brock's just playing the mind games, even though they're annoying as hell and I hate them. They're just typical mind games of Mr. Money in the Bank would play. So what's the big cardinal sin that Brock Lesnar has done that they're going to take appropriate action? And yet the guy didn't even cash in tonight. Save part 2 for my rant when we get to it. But of course, Raw's on Miz TV, blah, blah, blah. Lesnar's going to cash in. And, but of course, he came in and we saw him on the Titantron pull in, but instead of walking towards the ring, he just walks to, the backstage locker room. Whatever. We have some segment with Lucha House Party and Lars Sullivan because they're having a 3-on-1 handicap match on Friday. Nice knowing Lucha House Party. Then we have the Iconics backstage making fun of Nikki Cross. Alexa Bliss comes basically in to scare her and is being so nice to Nikki and even offered her coffee because now that's a big deal. Alexa Bliss drinks coffee now. And then she says she's going to offer her to be in her match against Peyton Royce, in her corner against Peyton Royce later on tonight. So once again, continuing the tone down the freaking unhinged craziness of Nikki Cross. Yes, I know. She's finally getting TV time. I'm glad. But you're taking away her craziness again. And just once again, ruining an NXT star. We're going to get to the match and the stupid thing happened during the match. Then we have Becky Lynch come out. She's talking about some promo, how she returned home, how she's going to be taken advantage of, and blah, 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 and all this stuff. Lacey Evans comes out just once again reminding us that, you may have beat me at Money in the Bank, but I'm still the reason why you're not SmackDown Live Women's Champion, blah, blah, blah. And she's going to be able to, get in her head and, win the Raw Women's Hug because she's not Charlotte Flair or whatnot. Then Charlotte, for no reason, shows up. I beat you, Becky! I beat you, Becky! I beat you, Becky! One time out of like 7. One time out of like 7 times. And then her and Lacey Evans get into some scuffle. I don't know why. Lacey punches Charlotte in the face for no reason. And then we have a pointless match with Charlotte and Lacey Evans. I did not care. And the match ends when Becky just randomly pulls Charlotte out of the match, getting her disqualified, runs in, just beats the hell out of Lacey Evans because who knows why. This feud's continuing, and you're probably going to waste another title off of Becky Lynch, reduce her back down to nobody, and put them on freaking Lacey Evans. Because we had the Breast Express taking on Breast Express, each other, and of course, Lacey Evans will say, I may have blonde hair, but I'm not Charlotte Flair. Yeah, making the reference because, Vince is like seeing, toy the audience. Oh, you think I love blonde hair girls? Well, guess what? You see them walk in and you say, Deh, I got my blonde hair. I got my blue eyes. I got my big tits Vince loves. Yeah, that's exactly why you're getting a push right at Lacey Evans. Yeah, you've shown me here and there you could be a good talent. But right now, you're just being favored because Vince would just love to get in the bed with you. Same with Charlotte. Even though, once again, Charlotte is talented. Definitely a lot more talented, in my opinion, than Lacey Evans right now. But, yeah, we had this match. Don't know why it happened. And it happened. So then we had Rey Mysterio come out. He was announced he's about to vacate the United States Championship because of a shoulder injury. But then Samoa Joe comes out and basically just, tries to, trash him, saying that, trash him to intimidate him. But he basically, Mysterio says because of his shoulder injury, he's going to be relinquishing the championship back to Samoa Joe. Can't point out the fact that, he feels Joe didn't really technically beat him because his shoulder was up when he beat him at Money in the Bank. But afterwards, of course, Joe chokes out Rey to a clutch. So Samoa Joe's back to being U.S. champion. All right, cool. Just book it right, but that's probably not going to happen. So who the hell knows? So that happened there. We then have Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley have an arm wrestling match. Remember the last time we had an arm wrestling match? Michael Cole had a freaking orgasm going, oh my gosh, we haven't had an arm wrestling match in 3 years. Yeah. The last one was Bayley and Dana Brooke. And remember how bad it was? Yeah, pretty bad. I'm pretty sure it's why we don't do those that often. But of course, Vince finds it funny. It's entertaining. It entertains me. It's such good shit. This is such good stuff. It's so well written. And they get a ton of heat. Braun Strowman, they went back and forth and put chalk on their hands. Braun Strowman beats Bobby Lashley. Lashley just, throws a bunch of chalk in his face. And yeah, they're having this points match on Friday that I'm not going to see. So I didn't care about that. We then have Nikki Cross taking on Peyton Royce. And all I remember that happened during this match was, again, continuing to see Nikki Cross's craziness get toned down. Billie Kay spilt Alexa Bliss's coffee and pushed Alexa down, and she's wearing white pants, and she fell right into the coffee and was embarrassed. Nikki Cross, of course, would win the match, and afterwards, Alexa Bliss got up and drop kicked Billie Kay. So I guess Alexa's turning face now. I don't freaking know why. Who the hell knows? I mean, I wanted her to turn face, but yeah, she's turning face, and she was embarrassed because she fell on top of a cup of coffee while wearing white pants. Once again, Vince toilet humor. Not even going to rant because I do not care about that at all. But we'll rant about this. Seth Rollins comes out again to wait for Brock Lesnar. Lesnar's music plays. He does not come out. We then have Baron Corbin come out, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to beat you on Friday. No, you're not. Seth Rollins and Corbin brawl. And then finally, Brock Lesnar's music the second time doesn't come out. Corbin attacks again, and Lesnar's music the third time after, Rollins is down. And Lesnar just beats the shit out of Rollins, hitting F5s, chair shots, suplexes, and there's a referee right out there. During this time, Paul Heyman is like, Brock, come on, just cash in, get over with. Not now. Keeps beating him down. Come on, Brock, do it. It's the prime time for Brock to even cash in. Even though I don't give a shit, and it's a lose-lose situation, it's like this would be the right time for Brock Lesnar to cash in. He then leans over and says, Friday! Why Friday? I promised him tonight. Friday! So, you have one of your principal owners state that they're going to take action. Don't do that. Then we're being guaranteed a cash in tonight. Does not do that. If this was some other great heel like Tommaso Ciampa or a well-booked Jon Moxley or Chris Jericho or someone who's actually entertaining us and we're not sick of doing this, this would be excellent. But this again is Brock Lesnar, a guy that we're done with. A guy we don't want to see champion. We don't want to see him, dethrone Seth Rollins. And we sure as hell don't want to see him dethrone Kofi Kingston. And once again, if he dethrones Kofi Kingston, you know who the only person is that's going to be taking that title off of Brock, do you? Ooh, because we haven't seen that match how many freaking times. And I'm sure Vince misses so badly. Oh, but he has to get a compass for, taking the title back and do what he did to it again. No, it's called Seth Rollins took care of that, buddy. We don't need to see another freaking Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar match. If you want to put the world title back on Roman, fine. Just don't have him dethrone Brock Lesnar. And don't have Brock Lesnar have the title. If you want to at least have him have a match to, lose the briefcase, fine. But at this point, nope, not going to happen. Not going to happen. You lied to us saying you're going to take action. Didn't do that. There has to be a cash in, making Brock even look more dumb by not cashing in when he had the perfect opportunity. And of course, I still can't get over that the guy did not know you had one stinking year to cash in the briefcase. What a freaking dumbass. We then have a Firefly final segment, and the newest character is Huskus the pig, I guess Husky Harris. And we also had a puppet version of Mr. McMahon with devil horns coming in, basically trying to, interrupt the show. But then Bray Wyatt does some like exercise looking thing, which I thought was quite epic. But so I can't believe, of course, Vince approved of that happening there, of course, as well. But of course, Vince McMahon's like, oh, they hate me, so I'll make them hate me on TV. Now you're making your whole like this complete idiot on TV. But of course, that was good because Bray Wyatt is a freaking genius. But of course, they're going to ruin that at some point. They will, because main roster ruins everything. Then we have some in-ring segment with Triple H and Randy Orton getting ready for their match. Basically, hey, there's no reason for us to talk. And then he says, Triple H says about he put pressure on Orton to become a diamond in this business, and that he's been one of the best ever. But some people have tried to take out Triple H, such as Batista recently, but he's still here. And as good as Orton is, he's not the one to take out Triple H. And there's some you've got no balls talk also and whatnot, back and forth. But pointless, once again, a match is going to do nothing except if Randy Orton would win, probably get him in line for a title shot. And it was, once again, Randy Orton's on SmackDown. Triple H is in charge of running both Raw and SmackDown right now. One of the 4 people who are, apparently. So why couldn't this take place on SmackDown? Why does it have to be on Raw? Who the hell knows? We have that. Then we have a third match between Ricochet and Cesaro. No stipulation. These guys have great matches and, again, should be having a pay-per-view match. Is why I predicted them to have a 2 out of 3 falls match at Stomping Grounds. But I guess they've already had their third match not happening. But once again, Ricochet wins, but just about a roll-up. Afterwards, Cesaro attacks from behind. He then goes to pull out something. But first thing, he actually pulled out the ladder. He meant to pull out a table, and R-Truth's laying on the table hiding because, of course, over the weekend at the golf course, Jinder Mahal beat him for the 24/7 title, and then, of course, Truth pinned him again for it. Here's my problem also. Why is all the 24/7 title wins have to be by a pinfall? By just like this like a lazy looking roll up? And then, of course, Truth tries to escape, but then Drake Maverick, who was walking around the EC3 backstage, and EC3 just looked freaking miserable. You could tell he's just a broken man just down in the dumps, which I don't blame him for sure. Feeling that way. And then Drake Maverick finally gets, behind R-Truth. Carmelo super kicks Drake Maverick because, once again, they got to make him look like a joke. Because Vince doesn't have any control on 205 Live, so why not make him look like a joke on one of his actual shows that he can control his narrative? Whatever. And then we ended with Undertaker cutting a brief couple-minute promo on how Goldberg is next. He wants Goldberg to bring the actual Goldberg to Super Showdown, but I won't care because I won't be watching this damn match. And that's going off the air. Because WWE lied to us again, took no action, there was anything. Brock didn't cash in. Just trying to cash in a stupid house show that nobody cares about. I give the show an F. I do not care. And for on Twitter, the polls of how bad was Raw, 5 votes. How bad was Raw? Nobody said Vince gave up. 20% said Vince toilet humor episode. 60% of them said average. Some people thought this was an average show. And 20% said it's such good shit. Gave it an F. Combination of Vince toilet humor and Vince gave up. Check the live chat. Let me see what we got here in the live chat before we go on. We got the air. Triple H should be in charge. Screw the wild card rule. Get over your ego. For sure, Robbie. Vince doesn't need to retire. Roman is going to kill Shane to a showdown for sure. Drew should have won Money in the Bank. We've been fine there. I only saw Taker's declarations to Goldberg, and even though I don't care much about the match, Taker proved once again he can cut great promos. Oh, definitely, for sure. It's just a pointless match. Should Goldberg beat Taker on Friday? I don't care. That Charlotte impression was priceless. You sound just like her. I beat you! I beat you! Mark also says, I thought Charlotte and Lacey was going to team up and beat up on Becky. Me too. And then all of a sudden they're fighting. I don't know why. You seriously need to make a fan video of your Lacey entrance theme. Oh boy. I got my blonde hair. I got my blue eyes. I got my big tits, Vince loves. You know, because that's the whole truth. Orton went to Raw and AJ to stay on SmackDown. Vince is a stupid dumbass, and Orton is going to lose to Triple H, he thinks, on Friday. This is an FU Vince. Yep. And Goldberg, he thinks he's going to be on. Oh, yeah, he's going to be on SmackDown tomorrow. Cool. But I'm probably not going to be able to watch SmackDown live tomorrow night. I'll probably have to catch the highlights again. So, yeah. I don't know, guys. Maybe after Super Showdown is done, maybe they'll finally, get straight, because it's actually not going to be focused on just a glorified house show. Where once again, I don't have really much high expectations for Stomping Grounds. But guys, that's just a very lazy live view of Raw, because I don't really care. Gave it an F. What are your thoughts on Raw this week? Leave us down in the comment section below. Sure, as always, to slap a like on my video, subscribe more content on my channel, and follow me on Twitter at Demand183. And also check my WrestleMania experience document down in the description box down below. And hopefully sometime tomorrow I'll get my next NXT TakeOver retro review done, which will be TakeOver London, which I'm going to continue watching one more before I go to bed. But right now, guys, I'm checking out, guys. I'll see you all later. Maybe SmackDown will be worth talking about tomorrow. Probably not. But we'll see. Have a great everybody. Peace out, everybody.